Hey everybody. First I want to say thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, liking the videos. It's very much appreciated. My sons recently took over this channel from me, so you're going to see updated and new and cool content. What I'm doing here in this video is I kind of want to give you some behind the scenes thought process, kind of walk through, and we'll see if you like it. Again, it's the old man playing, so I'm learning how to use director mode for the first time, and this game came out long ago. So hope you enjoy it. Thanks. Recently my son was telling me about director mode, and I decided to try to figure out what kind of short video I could make doing the super jump or just having the invincibility, explosive bullets and melee turned on. So just starting out here at the base, because obviously you can get in a lot of trouble at the base, which makes it kind of fun. So in particular here I was thinking I could do some kind of detective short, like an old 2000s CSI or even older Columbo from the 70s. But I don't know, we'll think about how we might be able to accomplish that later. But like, oh look, tire tracks and blood. I've got invincibility mode turned on. I'm heading up. Now I'm surrounded by tanks. And it's just hilarious because you're invincible, but what's the point of it? Like, you can't get away. I mean, you can, but it just, the thought at the time was like, I'm just gonna have to restart the game. But I ended up getting away. So here I'm thinking of the short, what kind of song could I use in the short? And I ended up using a song from Resident Alien, that show on Netflix, and there was an episode where they were playing a song called Pretend That We're Dead. I thought that was so fitting for this. Tanks are blasting him, he can't do anything, he's invincible, so he's not really dead, but he can't make progress, so he's certainly not going to change the world because he can't even move. So that's kind of where that, just things that go through my head when I'm making videos. So in a little bit here, there's going to be a glitch. First I get caught up in this cubby hole and still not able to do anything, but in a second I'll show you where I get shot through the ceiling or through the roof. Okay, if I can get myself together and get out of here. This is kind of where the short starts. So Invincible, but tanks. That's what the name of it is. So there it goes, full glitch mode, right through the roof. I thought that was hilarious. Then he gets hit one more time. All right, I had to save it at that point, so I'm hitting the button on the Xbox to record it. Again, I've got the explosive melee, explosive bullets. I mean, extreme firepower is that's what's fun about this mode, this director mode for me. I mean, there's a lot of cool things you can do. I saw that you could set up props and do all these things that I'm looking forward to in the future, but just right off the bat, just trying it this way was just hilarious and fun. All right, so up here, kind of across this little bridge deal here, I'll do the next part of the short where I'm firing down on tanks. Now if you hit the engine bay, you can knock out the tank. So figured that out. It took me a while, but I finally figured it out. This is like where the end of the song is, Pretend That We're Dead, is going on. It's to a good point where I'm going to be able to do my normal freeze frame and then switch to like a comic book look. So I always do that at the end of videos. I kind of like to do something at the end of videos to like punctuate. So let's switch scenes here. Okay, so now I'm heading up this hill and I'm trying to think, what does this remind me of? And it certainly makes me think of the Terminator movie, especially Terminator 2, because they're like shooting at the guy, but he keeps coming at you. So that's kind of the thinking I'm thinking about, like what kind of short could I make with Terminator 2? I did try some Terminator 1 sound bites, but they kind of didn't fit. I think Terminator 2 is going to fit a little better. I'll think about making that short. Alright, here I borrow this car. Officer, don't worry. I'm just taking it right up the street here, dropping it off. Everything's fine. So It's just funny, man. I'm an old guy, so I get really entertained by that kind of nonsense. The games I played growing up, I mean, when I started playing games, we're talking about Pong and Pac-Man and Pitfall, and into the 90s or late 80s with the Nintendo playing Super Mario, and things like Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, into the 90s, Crash Bandicoot, things of that nature. And then I'm getting towards the end of the 90s, I'm not really playing games anymore. I've got kids now. The boys that are running this channel now, I've got, in the 2000s, I've got 3 boys. I don't even touch an Xbox for years. All I do is go to GameStop or order games online for my kids. So, and it's not until last year that my son Sean, YouTube Sean does it, he gives me this Xbox. And it's the first time I'm playing Xbox in years. So that's why I started making these videos. Alright, so this scene that I pulled for the short I called The Progress of Man was based, well, in part to seeing the observatory from down as I'm coming up the mountain. It looked kind of like Epcot. So I looked around for sound bites for that grand opening from back in 1982, 1983 from the TV special with Danny Kaye. And I pulled the section where he was talking about Epcot Center and Walt Disney's vision for the progress of man. And I thought it was so fitting to use that because this kind of illustrates the devolvement into GTA 5. So just fun to put it together. So I'll post those shorts in the description if you want to take a look. I appreciate you watching. Be sure to check out video content on this channel by Classic Kyle, Sean Does It, and Jay Fritzy. See ya. Bye.